Vice President-elect Kahim Shettima has visited former heads of state Ibrahim Babangida and Abdulsalami Abubakar in Minna, Niger State. Now, the visit, according to the former Borno State governor, was to check on the elder statesmen during the Ramadan. He sought fatherly advice from the retired generals. He told newsmen this. Now, Dotun politics is in season, so we expect more of such crisscrossing, junketing in the country in the months to come.
Certainly. Not even in the days after the elections, when you need to consult, when you also need to talk to people who can talk to people. We have, it's now the season of tribunals. So
the lawyers are in season now.
They are in season, but at some point, we have come to realize that until when these generals get to their peak and they leave, it's always a must to consult them. Before the election, that was what happened. Everybody who needed, affirmation needed to go there because they are strong voices. You can't wish them away.
Yeah.
You can't. And in this season, we need intervention. We can see a lot of things happening. Brickbats, people spoiling for war, so to say, people who want to protest. It's all fine, but with elder statesmen and people with such strong voices, we need them
because
at this
they are
time.
father figures.
They are father figures. The people listen to them. So
It throws up this issue of endorsements.
Yes, but in this case, it's not actually endorsement
as it were.
Shettima is seeking. An election has held, the president-elect has emerged, so we couldn't have been looking for endorsement at this stage, but is trying to show them that, look, we know how important you are. We know how valuable your advice can be. You've seen it all. President Babangida is described as the first Nigerian leader who wanted to be president of Nigeria and became president of Nigeria. The way our country is, the people who chase the top prize, who throw everything at becoming the president, they are usually the people who don't get it. They are usually the people who don't get to lay their hands on it.
Yeah.
Sheikh Shagari wanted to go to the Senate. He was not really interested in becoming president. But a grade 2 teacher, he was picked ahead of much more qualified people educationally. So in the case of he was not waiting, and then he got it. Obasanjo did not want to be head of state. In fact,
the first time.
That first time. Even the second time. Even the second time. We'll get there. I know what I'm saying when I said in our country, IBB was the first who wanted to be president of this country, and he became president.
Military president.
Yes, no, he addressed himself as president, So, in the case of
Abdulsalam,
Shagari, I was...
building up.
Yes.
Yeah.
People like Metama Sule contested for the top prize, but the MPN went for Shagari. Unfancied person at that time, he became head of state.
They say he was personable, very personable.
Yes, maybe they preferred someone like that, who was pliable and all that. Now, look at...
MKO?
No, look at Obasanjo. Murtala was killed. Obasanjo did not want to be president. In fact, one writer, a former PAMSEC, wrote that Obasanjo actually ran away to hide somewhere. I don't want to mention where he was said to have hid himself. He didn't want the job, and he was number 2.
Nobody is going there. But go on.
You know, and it was, you know, this is the season when everything you say gets twisted, you know. So, and he was number 2. Naturally, the prize will fall on his lap, or his laps. But he didn't want it, he ran away. They got hold of him where he was and said, you become president.
It was not his will.
He didn't plan. The second time when he was became president, this time civilian president, he was in Yola prison. When Abdulsalami and IBB brought him out of prison, took good care of him, cleaned him up thoroughly, and then said, you will contest. They needed that to placate the Southwest and Ogun State especially, that had lost MKO, and then Shonekon, who was the interim president, was also chased away by Abacha. So this time they needed to make them happy. And then they went for him. He didn't want to be president. He was serving a jail term for a coup that never happened. You know, so this is the thing. IBB's place in Nigerian politics is a significant one. People hate him because of June 12. But I've not seen a Nigerian president, a Nigerian head of state, that achieved like IBB in terms of infrastructure development. The first dual carriageway in northern Nigeria is the Abuja-Kano dual carriageway. It was IBB that brought it, and so many first.
And, and the third mainland bridge.
Yes, so many. We can't even talk about everything. You know, well, you know, our people hate him for the role he played in the June 12 thing. So when you even come on the day that he clocked 80, and we interviewed him live, TVC and Journalist Anger was the only station able to interview him live during that period. And we interviewed him live. They were abusing us. They said we were praising him. No matter how bad a man is, you should at least be able to talk about some achievements that he recorded.
That's it. That's
you
it.
know?
Because you can't wish them away.
You can't wish them away. People will go, generations will go, they will remember who did what. And we as historians, because they say journalism is history in a hurry.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
So we as historians, we have an obligation to say this person did this person did that. And the musician even sang a song. I think it was Obesere. That said, èyí tó bá ṣe là ó ròyìn nínú iṣẹ́ wa. Although maybe he had his own meaning.
The one way you do now, we will talk about
but perhaps he had a different meaning because of his lewd lyrics and all that. He wasn't a particularly good person. So, but the thing is, people will talk about what you achieved.
So bring the thing home.
I'm not surprised that this kind of role Shettima should be prepared to play, because we need Nigeria to heal. He should be ready to go. Yes, he should be ready to stoop to conquer. He's now a number 2 man. Where Asiwaju will not be in position to go, he has to go, talk to people, tell them, look, you need to support us. We mean well. And I believe that this is the first step. There are others too that need to be across the regions of our country. And IBB, look, I've had one-on-ones with IBB on at least 2 occasions, and that is Minna House. I can tell you that even in old age, he's a very busy man, because people consult him. People need favors here and there. They come to him, and when he says, do this for this person, you know, because he has that voice that is respected.
Still relevant.
Yeah, so those people are bound to listen. So he's still even working like somebody still in office. I'm telling you, this is what I saw practically. Letters, people will bring letters, people waiting to see him. They have one letter, they have one issue that they believe that by his troubleshooting efforts, he can help them to solve. So I'm not surprised that Shettima went there. And I was also happy to see the former Attorney General, Adoke. Was it Adoke that I saw? I saw someone that looked at him.
Oh, okay, in the entourage.
Yes, I saw that.
Okay. Dr. So you know, because our politicians have the penchant, you know, the tendency to want to build walls. Now we need those bridges.
We really need it.
It looks like Adoke, but it's not the one.
It's not. We really need it now. And like BKO said, there must be somebody who must constantly reach out, because a government is not just about formulation of policies.
Yeah.
It is also about talking to the people to let them know why those policies are important and why they must support it. You know, a lot of times we have good policies, but because of where we are coming from, we already have a bias. It's just like getting to a police checkpoint. Even if it is the fact that they are searching for someone's relative and you don't know that that person is missing, you already have your bias.
Yeah.
So why
Why are
do
you
want to search
stopping me?
Why are you stopping me?
That's the kind of thing that happens with our policies.
Yeah.
So we need somebody who will be able to communicate. We need a government that can
Of course,
communicate effectively
as you
now.
said, it's owing to where we are coming from.
Yes, where we are coming from. You know, we've talked about it on this program. The cashless policy is good.
Yeah.
But something happened along the line. So anytime somebody brings something like that now, we are going to be scared.
Yes.
And theories.
People are refusing to put their money in the bank.
Yes, banks are
here
complaining
bankers are
now.
We
complaining.
warned
Banks are
that
complaining
it
now
will
that
happen.
money is only going out. It's not coming back.
When I said it here that banks
not
will
going back.
suffer from that, somebody who does not know anything, who was standing beside Mefele, was attacking me for making that point. But it's just logical.
It's logical
that
now.
if you suffered to get your hand on
money,
your money,
and then you want
now
to
if you
return it
make
to
more
the
money,
same place.
will you still go there?
That's what
so
is
there's a
happening.
lot of confidence building that we have
We
to
need to do now.
before people can begin to say, okay, we're putting our money in the bank, and especially physical cash.
Yeah.
Physical cash, they will be reluctant to put in the bank.
Of course, we can
So
do transfer.
you can actually have a perfect program on paper, a perfect policy on paper. And the implementation will ruin it.
That's it.
And make it so unpopular before our people.
As if you were unthinking
Yes.
right from the beginning.
Yes.
Exactly.
This is the thing.
Okay, so in taking this home, therefore, VP-elect is treading a familiar path, you know, a path that should.
It needs to do more of that.
Yeah, yeah.
More of it.
More of that.